Having trouble scrolling smoothly. Right, here's our goodies for this episode. Lollipops have turned into candy bars. Pepsi, which turned into Vorticola, has become Diet Vorticola. Actually, I forget what the next 2-point items were in the first game. Was it books and then pizza, or pizza and then books? Either way, they're both food now. And instead of teddy bears, we have stuffed toy Vorticon ninjas. Yeah. I meant to look at some of the stuff for a story. Welcome everyone, this is Seraphel playing Commander Keen in Invasion of the Vorticons, Episode 3, Keen Must Die. Yes, Billy Blaze, 8-year-old genius, working diligently in his backup clubhouse, has created an interstellar starship from old soup cans, rubber cement, and plastic tubing. Sure, why not? Don's brother Ahmed turns into Commander Keen, Defender of Earth. Okay, I can't hit page down. That's easier. Yeah, because when I press up and down, it just kind of goes. Being with Big and Big Rocket, last episode, Commander Keen foiled the Vorticon plot to destroy the Earth. The disabled mothership limped home to report their failure to the Grand Intellect, whoever that is. Keen, after taking a short nap, blasts across the beam-bending expanse of space between the Earth and Vorticon VI. The Vorticons will be lying in wait, their wicked weapons bristling with pent-up energy, with only one thought on their minds. Keen must die. Having Episode 3 stuck in there kind of ruins the impact. Keen blasts through a hyperspace gate and arrives on Vorticon VI, landing on the island of Vortiville. Here he faces the mind-numbing horrors of suburban life. Then he will travel to New Vorticon, where life is a dark, dangerous enterprise. He will have to face the violent forces massed in the Vorticon military installation, face the impossible maze of the Caves of Oblivion. Yeah, I think that's the level that you can't get through on what appears to be the intended path, and they may have called it impossible on purpose, or it may just be a design error. If he passes this barrier, he will reach the castle of the Grand Intellect, where all his beliefs and fears come together in a titanic, shocking finale. Don't miss the incredible, shattering conclusion to the Commander Keen trilogy. You must make your way through the perils of Vorticon VI, discover the secret of the Grand Intellect. The Vorticon Elder aboard the mothership told you 2 things. 1. The Vorticon is not evil. Vorticons are not evil. The Grand Intellect is controlling them with mind belts. And 2, the Grand Intellect is from Earth. Who could he be? Vorticon life is much like our own, except they have blue skin, long ears, fangs, anti-gravity cars, teleportation devices, and so not actually that much like ours. Inhabitants include the easily frightened Phoebes and the race of jovial, incredibly bad singers, the Meeps. Dangerous aspect is the nature of the children's toys. They like to play a form of jacks where the ball is the size of the body and the jacks are deadly. Of course, there's tricks and traps, and Vorticon moms are very protective. There's a rumor of a giant beast of Loch Ness, known affectionately as Messy. I think that's how you get to the secret level. Land-based defenses include the Vorticon ninjas, the deadliest fighting force in the galaxy, have been trained to take no prisoners. Your task is before you, have at 'em. Okay, now let's do the game. And also, as before, we have this key to the Standard Galactic Alphabet, so I'll be able to slowly read anything we come across. But first things first, joystick controls. Top left, bottom right. We are calibrated. Entering the ship might be a fun thing to do, but right now you need to find the Grand Intellect and vanquish him. So yeah, we have a little thing in the way, but it's not actually in the way, and a bigger thing that is in the way. We have teleporters like we had on Mars. The bigger walled cities are in the way, the smaller unwalled cities are apparently not. These would seem to be your optionals. Okay, on the floor here we have the sign that we've seen all sorts of places that just says HI or hi. Up on that sign, that's a VORTIVILLE, Vortiville. Okay, those are completely harmless, it would seem. We still have our pogo stick. We have This Is Neat on the blasters. Soda cans are no longer platforms. That is solid. But also there's something written in hamburger. That's a T and an H? Why? Is that someone's initials? TH? We have waterfalls so you can go behind. I would assume the wriggling, spiny-looking thing is dangerous. Yep, we've got Vorticons, we've got rather stupid baby Vorticons. Or children, rather. That's a GI, presumably for Grand Intellect. Yeah, the kids are annoying, as always. Looks like the Vorta moms breathe fire. Also looks like they turn around when they breathe fire. So you may want to wait until they're coming toward you, and then... I hope that's solid. That is solid. Yep. Vorta kids, annoying. But here's a Vorta Ninja plushie. There's something up there above those, but I can't get a read on what. Okay, there's another exit on the right side. Okay. They're pretty unpredictable. Well, coin guides are always accurate, except when they're not. Because I should have known that, because we already saw that. Let's at least get the easy points and the ammunition. Is that a flying car in the background? It has writing on it. It's, C-A-R. Car. Regular Vorticons still dance around. Okay, that's cake. I don't think it's safe to get it, though. Okay, so just a little mini level that I struggled with more than I should have. But yeah, Vorta moms are a menace. We have our standard exit sign with some extra stuff next to it. Is that like a vending machine? Let's see what that says. B... Y, E, N, O, W. Bye now. Okay. Yeah, these just fall apart if you even touch them. Is there a point to them? Alright, so L-O-W-E-R... yeah, lower Vorticon. Ammunition? Okay, looks like one shot each. Okay, that's solid from the bottom, but it can't crush you. So there's that. Those hopefully can't jump out. That was awkward. I do want those extra shots, though. Because it looks like we're going to have to shoot our way through here. Oh, free ammunition. Guessing those green arrows are a one-way path. Yes, but only when you're all the way through. If you go part way through, then you can go back. These are fairly easy points, so we'll get them. Ton of Vorticons down there. Let's let sleeping Vorticons lie, even though they're not actually sleeping. That was one of those things panicking. Harmless but noisy. And yeah, you can see those belts they're all wearing. Yeah, I'm not sure how you get to these. The angle seems wrong to be able to pogo. But no, I guess that worked. Exit. Bye now. Okay, we're back up to 4 Ys, 34 shots. That's worth saving. And there's Messi. So this goes to... Looks like it's on... Oh, it's just on the other side of the wall there. This goes to what looks like the southwestern continent. Let's do another optional level. Yeah, this is neat. We've got one of the key cards there. We've got a Vorticon falling on our heads. Oh, toilet. Gotta say, it's more realistic than a lot of game levels. Okay, that's solid. And this is West Vorticon. They got some soda in the bathroom. That's a little weird. go back and get that cake and hamburger. It's 3 points. That's also 3 points. But I don't think I want to drop down to where the Vortimom is. Okay, this is one way only, but we need the key card over there. And there's a Vorta Ninja. They're pretty obvious what they are. I don't like where that one is. And I kind of got lucky there. Okay, it just says pistol for the weapon in this game. It feels like it was a different weapon than it was in this previous one, which was a different weapon from one you had on Mars. Okay, you can go up that. Yeah, I need to find that key card. And it's just right here. Okay. Yeah, the ball doesn't hurt you, it just pushes you around. It's the jacks you have to watch out for. Okay, so here, what is this Ankh? Seems to be invulnerability, so no need to fight the Vorta Ninja. Oh, we're at 4 eyes again. Yeah, let's clear the whole southeastern continent. That says Vortiville again. They did say the island is called Vortiville. Yeah, I was afraid of that. Blind drops, they'll get you every time. And as is often the case with these things, the Vortimoms can take out the other Vorticons. Okay, that's like 4 or 5 shots. Because your shots will cancel theirs out. And vice versa. So you can shoot down the Vortimoms, but boy, does it take a lot of ammo. Let's trust the chocolates for now. Yeah, 5 shots. Definitely better avoid them if you can. Also, I'm questioning their choice of wallpaper. It's kind of hideous. There's a key card, which I will most likely need. And of course they made this just too high to jump. You have to pogo. Okay, that's more trouble than it looks like I like down there. Worked out okay, though. Yeah, waiting for it to jump out is probably the best met. There's the locked door. There's another picture of the Grand Intellect. There's one of those jacks. Okay, so you can skip that key card, it looks like. Yeah, a lot of points in there if you can get them without dying. And we've got Vorticon. I think I'm gonna go up here just so I can land on the roof. E-A-R-T-H? Why is there a sign that says Earth? Oh. It had Earth in Standard Galactic Alphabet on top, and then in Earth language, English really, on the bottom. Okay, so this says V-A-L-D-E-N. Valden. P-A-R-K. Valden Park. That's probably a reference to some real-world something. And I'm willing to bet those sound waves will kill you. And it looks like they go right through walls, too. W-A-T-E-R. Water. Yeah, why are there this solid? At least the fireballs are slow. These are still a pain, though. Yeah, I think I need to go down here. There's a lot of ammunition. That's good. I do not trust those things one bit. Okay, that's relatively safe if you can do what they call the impossible pogo trick. those are solid. Oh, there's a Vorticon Ninja. Four shots. So Vorticon bombs are tougher than Vorticon ninjas. Let's hope they stay stuck up there. They look awfully goofy when they get down, finally. Here's some stuffed Vorticon ninjas. So, good points. And this was, strictly speaking, not necessary, because I could have just pogoed up where the waterfall was to get back to the locked door. Yeah, right there. Oh, at least that explains why there is so much ammunition there. Okay. And this goes to... looks like another part of the southwestern continent. Wait, did that? Yeah, that just went back. We've got a bit of a teleporter maze. Maybe more than a bit. Okay, this looks suggestively shaped. There's the final stage, it looks like. These levels? These are levels. Okay. As usual, shots are doing friendly fire effects. Is that reachable? Okay, so this says I should not sit there while I'm being shot at. No, that's not what it says. It's true, but it's not what it says. I can read part of it from here. F... Oh... I think that's an RT, so fort... Okay, this let's just hit them and keep going. And you can't jump that fast. Wait, what? How does that kill you? I understand that the shot kills you, but when you're stunned, it looks like you should be basically ducked. Okay, composite long enough to read this. V-O-R-T-A, V-O-R-T-A, Fort Vorta, B-E-L-L, Port Vortabella, like Portabella, but Vort. That's a thing. Oh, finally a safe spot. There's some bonus points. And let me guess, the water kills you too? Of course it does. Alright. Yeah, I think I'm going to end early today. Maybe go to a different level next time. I did save, right? Oh, if I didn't, I can always cheat through the levels I've already beaten. Yeah, I'll let this end early today. Think about what to do for next time. But yeah, until then, this has been Aerofelon playing Commander Keen Invasion of the Vorticons, Episode 3, Keen Must Die, which is kind of living up to his name, but also there's a fair amount of point items, so... I mean, I was just careless and blew through like 4 or 5 lives at once, but we're actually not that bad as far as lives go. Anyway, enjoy your weekend, find the rest of the series in the archives, and feel free to check out anything else you're interested in. I'm currently playing through Rain World, which is being posted on Mondays and Thursdays, a bit before lunchtime my time.